like that was enough. Here, you can have another one.
Oh, thank you. I really. I am done with you.
It's alright, guy. It's okay. Ryan Gosling is shit. No, this was
Ryan Gosling stuff. I've had it.
Happy Valentine's Day, folks.
Happy Single Awareness Day, or Sad Day, rather. SAD, Single Awareness Day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we just watched the. Oh my gosh.
This was worse than Barbie. By far. I didn't know how soon I could say that about anything. But that was fast.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I would agree with the,
I'll just fucking agree with you. It's. Oh my gosh. Winter's Tale! Winter's Tale!
It sounds like
Winter. Whatever.
I keep thinking, like, remember that joke in The World's End? Like, what was that sign he said? A Winter's Tale. Yeah, what was that from? A Winter's Tale. I keep thinking that joke. I was thinking, okay, maybe this would be good. It's like, no, this is entirely a different thing.
Winter's Tale. This was like the worst movie 2014 by far. If you thought...
I Frankenstein. I apologize, I Frankenstein.
And then Legend of Hercules. No, I thought we were out of the freaking red light season with the Lego movie. No!
I love how, like,
no! We are still in the zone!
I love how, like, the fact, like, it's Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow Pictures. They both did Lego and Winter's Tale. So they both released the best and, like, the worst movie of the year within a week of each other.
Someone kill me! Oh, okay. Enough with screaming and shouting. We gotta explain why we hate this so much.
This is like, you know how everyone kept calling, like, Cloud Atlas pretentious and now, like, lovey-dovey in a way about, like, everyone's special or everyone's connected? This is, like, and everyone's, like, there's a lot of backlash about that. This is the movie that deserves that. By far, and like on Rotten Tomatoes, it's getting that lashing. Last time I checked, it was like an 8 or 13%.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I'm checking right now, but go on.
Oh my gosh! But seriously, with considering you have this pedigree of a cast, and you have Will Smith, Russell Crowe, and then
12% rate.
I can use it too bright. Whatever. It's on 12% for Rotten Tomatoes. Then. With that, you can expect how bad this movie is.
Well, like, I think it sounds like a 4% now. And, like, that was still at least a much more tolerable experience.
Yeah.
And at least that one didn't, like, have any, like, pretense of being this really stupid as hell action movie.
Yeah, Winter's Tale. This whole movie is based off of a book written by, Matt...
It was like
Mark Hatfield, something like that.
Apparently, like, this is one of those books that just people who read it, they don't just like it, they love it.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like it's like a cult kind of following. So, like it's like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yeah. Like you get that kind of gist. The thing is, although this is a book adaptation. I mean, a movie adaptation of the book. Shoot me. I am that pissed.
Oh, it's written and directed by Akiva Goldsman. This is his first movie, and he's written, like, scripts for, like, blockbuster movies, and it's like...
Like I Am Legend. Like, was it?
Yeah, I Am Legend. Yeah.
I Am Legend, and then there was something else that was...
He's done a lot of Ron Picture movies, like, he did Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
And it probably explains why Jennifer Connelly and Russell Crowe are in this movie. They just probably owe him it. I won you guys an Oscar. You guys owe me. Get in here.
Oh my gosh, but...
And, like, well, of course, like, he's done, like, Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons. And, of course, everyone knows, like, he wrote the script for Batman and Robin, which just tells you exactly what you know.
So, Winter's Tale...
This is like his pet project. He wanted to make this movie. Like, but this book was, like, deemed unfilmable by so many people, including Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, I agree with them. They've been passing it on and off. Like, it's been going around Hollywood for quite some time, maybe a good 30 years.
Something like that.
Granted, people do say books, can be better than, are oftentimes better than movies, and I have to say that I don't, based off this movie, I don't see it. I don't see how this book is even good.
This movie doesn't seem comprehensible. There's so many just jumbled things in it, just plot-wise, character-wise, tone-wise, visually. It makes no sense.
Okay, considering the fact that this is Valentine's Day, you can totally expect that this is going to have romance, unlike RoboCop. Unless you consider that romantic.
Why the fuck didn't we go to see RoboCop?
We should have done RoboCop. Seriously. Ugh. But Winter's Tale, it's a story about this thief.
It's about miracles. It's not a true, like, the tagline's hysterical. This is not a true story. It's a love story.
Did you say it's
Get off me.
And, like, the tagline's like, this Valentine's Day, believe in miracles.
So apparently there's this thief. I forgot his name
Peter
because
Lake.
I don't want to remember it.
Peter Lake, Peter
no,
Lake,
great,
Peter
now
Lake,
you're-
Peter Lake.
Get out of my freaking head. So this thief falls in love with this chick who's actually dying of consumption. And
Ironically, that's the same disease, same thing his father died of, and that's why they couldn't be with him during birth. But that scene was so stupid. Okay, because his family, he and his family are basically Irish immigrants. They tried like getting into New York, but his father has consumption, so like they're kicked off the boat. They're kicked off and sent back to Ireland. But like halfway there, his father, through like miracles, he finds this model boat. So he just like steals it, carves a big like hole in the center, stuffs his baby in, and just dumps the model boat. Like the boat's like only about this big. He dumps it into the ocean, which is about
more like this big, this big.
You can't. It doesn't fit on the
and
screen.
then the baby's like that big. Not to scale, okay.
But then the boat's like at least 10 miles away from the coast, and there's like a storm.
And it's a baby out in the middle of
and
the
there's no like
ocean,
sense of
and like he can't, obviously, the baby can't do anything. It's just gonna like lay there and probably cry.
Okay, let's
okay, back to the actual main story.
Okay, and then basically you get the gist of it so far. There's already miracles going on from the beginning of the story, and then so this thief, who was the baby, falls in love with this chick who is dying from consumption, and then eventually the chick actually dies while the Colin Farrell, the Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
Okay, Peter was being chased after his boss, who happens to be some kind of devil, and like runs like a mafia kind of chain thing.
I'll give this about the movie, like all of the performances, at least the actors, at least they seem kind of invested.
Yeah.
Even Russell Crowe, even though I think this is like easily his worst performance, in the fact like he clearly did not give a shit.
Yeah.
He's
just like, yeah, whisper, whisper, mumble, 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 mumble.
He's not even
mumble.
gravelly whisper, but on top of that, a hugely obnoxious Irish accent.
Yes.
That's basically indecipherable when he's doing his mumble, whisper. There's a scene where this is what's the hysterical scene. He's going into this restaurant with all his cronies, and it's his cronies because they all wear black suits and bowler hats. All of them.
Even in 2014, guys.
Yeah. And then, and he scares all the waiter people, and he tells the waiter, "Hey, guy, listen. I want a South African eel, with bread, butter, little parsley on side, and
I thought it was an owl.
Eel or owl. I couldn't tell.
Let's go with eel.
Yeah.
I thought it was owl.
I think they said owl, and then the guy said we don't serve owl, and then he has this weird makeup effect where basically his face kind of opens up like in it's like the
no, it's a CG kind of thing, and then his skin is like tearing open like cracks on the blacktop.
Yeah,
and
he just sort of cuts the guy and he dies. And
I thought he stabbed him like with a hidden blade kind of thing.
Yeah, and
In the forehead.
And so basically, this mafia boss is trying to prevent miracles from happening because heck, I'm the devil.
No, he's working for the devil.
He's working for Lucifer.
He's called Lou in the movie.
Oh, Lou, otherwise known as Will Smith.
When like Will Smith doesn't even bother to do like promotional like tours for this movie.
Why would you?
Exactly. He did it like he was willing to do it for After Earth, but even though I sort of enjoyed everyone, like I can get why everyone else hates it, sort of.
Yeah,
but this isn't funny Will Smith like in Anchorman 2, like his cameo.
Well, he shows up like
two scenes.
Two scenes. Okay,
Two
so
scenes.
he shows up for 2 scenes, and he's
he's so weird because like okay he's
not doing anything. He's like emotionless almost.
He doesn't even move. He barely moves at all.
He moves from a bed to a ramp that is blocked off by a rail.
And then he's just sitting down.
Turns on a light.
Wait, we're talking Anchorman, right?
What?
Wait, oh my
No,
god.
Did you see Anchorman 2 though?
I slept through half of it.
Did you see his cameo? Did you see a cameo though?
Yeah.
Wasn't that funny?
Yeah, it was.
Person waiting for, jeez. It's just there.
Whatever, I don't give a shit about her.
Yeah. There's a spot next to us.
Yeah, I know, right?
But anyway, okay, back in like he's not funny Will Smith. He's not even like the at least sort semi-interested, like not charismatic Will Smith from After Earth. He's just so confusing. Like he has piercings and he's wearing like a Jimi Hendrix shirt.
Supposed to be like
And then went with a freaking blazer on top of that. I'm like, why? What is this? What is this choice of costume design? I mean,
I think they literally just kidnapped him from like whatever house he lives in.
Yeah, seriously. So, what we're trying to say is that like Will Smith, he shows up at a time when it's it's 1890 something.
It's 1916 or 1914.
No, it started. Oh like, no, 1800s was when he was setting the boat.
Okay, then sometime during
1910 something.
Oh, 14.
1914. Yeah, I said that.
I thought you said
1914-ish. You know, it's way back when. And then Will Smith shows up with the Jimi Hendrix shirt and the freaking blazer.
Because he's Will Smith. He's literally eternal. That's why he's eternal. He's Lucifer.
And then when we flash forward to 2014,
he's literally in the same spot.
And with the same outfit.
Everyone's in the same outfit.
Explain yourself. Gosh.
Everyone else is doing it, so I'll do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even this guy started cracking up in the movie. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, well, you guys like crack up like 3/4 of the movie.
No, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay, see, yeah, it was because it was that bad.
Maybe we started laughing by like minute 2.
I'll talk about stuff maybe like at most a fourth of the time.
See, like the plot, they try to put in so many different elements and try to make sure it coalesces.
I thought it was just like.
You have this weird love story. You have this whole like angels and demons thing.
Let's throw in some symbolism. We have like a whole slew of you have a sickness that we can't cure, and then let's give our actors or characters some feels, and like so that our audience can actually be sympathetic to. And I'm like. No, stop it! You're giving me an aneurysm!
And you're saying some of the most pretentious, like, saccharine lines I've ever heard in the movie. Am I light or am I heavy?
No, you're fucking heavy as fuck! You are a fat ass! Oh my god!
This movie made me cheer for the death of a little girl. That's how infuriating this movie is.
I just didn't want the guy to kiss her. I thought that was kind of weird, and he did.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna kiss her on the lips.
Yeah,
because true love's kiss kind of thing.
I wasn't even paying attention if he would kiss her on the lips or like on the forehead or whatever.
And we're talking about kissing a little girl. Someone call the police. God damn it!
It's like a 7-year-old at best.
No, I thought it was 11.
Still. Oh my gosh. A number 1 through 10. How old are you? My pickup line for Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. Let's try to get back to like the beginning of the beginning. Because this movie, like, it starts off with like a flash forward, and then it flashes back, and never flashes back and forth ever.
Okay, if you people, if any of you are coming from the anime sector like I am, you might have seen Baccano or Durarara, which is by the same maker, but what he specializes in is different time periods.
Yeah,
and
I thought
then
it was 2 rounds.
Durarara.
3 or 2?
Gosh, just
No, right now, Cory.
Cory, you're talking to a freaking geek. Yeah, so you have all these different time periods, and then he tries to show like how all these different characters at these different sects of time intersect and intertwine with all their fates and crap. And here in this movie with Winter's Tale, they try to do the same thing, but no! It's just one messy mumbo jumbo.
This movie's like, it begins with and closes with an opening narration to give like the vague idea that it's actually all tied together. And it's clearly not. This movie has this whole message like, we're all stars inside. We're all individual and unique and beautiful.
Oh, look, when you die, you're going to be a star in the sky. Oh, and if I fully, truly love you, will you never die? Oh, guess what? I'm not dead because I love you truly. Oh, girl, what a twist
miracle.
of fate!
He was not her miracle. He was hers. No, yeah, I said that.
And you know what? Insult to injury, I don't know. It was to capitalize on this. People around us were crying. Why were people crying with this movie? It's not even that touching.
No, it's so blunt and saccharine, and like everyone's talking about how much they love each other, how beautiful they look, but they never actually.
The first half of the movie is just about like the relationship, and then she dies.
If you don't make love to me, no one else will.
And you know what? We didn't even mention this. The horse.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many Deus Ex Machina moments where this sent from God being comes in, or the
it's like a spirit guide or something.
Spirit guider, and then or all these random side characters pop up, and they're even Time Lords too. Oh.
You know how people complained in Lone Ranger about how
Lone Ranger?
No, Will Smith. It has Will Smith in it, so it actually works.
Yeah, okay.
I like when he said deny to Russell Crowe. Maybe flashback to like when Jane Smith and afterwards like, I didn't make Ranger, sir. You didn't I didn't make Ranger. You didn't make Ranger. I didn't make Ranger, sir. Sure. I want to go to my room. Are you asking, or are you telling us, or are you asking us? Yes. May I go to my room, sir? Denied! Sit down! And he did the same thing to Russell Crowe.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was so funny. It came out of nowhere.
Oh.
And this movie was even better, because like Russell Crowe was like, getting close to him. He's like, denied! Sit back!
Ugh.
Oh.
It was just so bad. And, okay, battle sequence. There was a battle sequence near the end where it gets all climatic and stuff. Seriously. I mean, you have Russell Crowe in here. Come on, give us some real action here.
No, there's this great...
It's just like a fist fight that
You're
you would...
talking about the very end.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm just going all over the place now because
there was one...
There's like 2 other action scenes.
What?
Vaguely.
Ever!
No,
but
one.
then just the action in this movie, like, sure, this is a romance movie, but you can do a little better than that. Oh, like, seriously, Russell Crowe, you're just like just
throwing yourself at it.
No, there was this really confusing
throwing punches, but then they don't even make impact.
Oh, you don't see them make impact.
Yeah, and
He's just throwing himself at him.
No, like there's this confusing scene like right before he's about to throw Colin Farrell off the bridge.
I keep on forgetting my point. God damn it!
There's this confusing scene when Russell Crowe he's about to like throw Colin Farrell off the boat and off the bridge, and he's like headbutting him, but like he's like but like the first 3 times. The sound effects make no sense, or what he's doing makes no sense. But the same sound effect.
Whenever just watching the fight reminds me of something that came off of World Star Hip Hop. If you people have seen the fist fights that come out of the high schools in there, then you know what I mean. Cause those fights, they're just throwing fists like pussies. Like here in this movie, you see the same thing. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. And then when the whole the horse comes in during the fight and just that was so I'm coming in like an asteroid.
We have to explain this the horse effect. It's like again we're back to like my point about like the Lone Ranger. Okay, if you thought Silver and the Lone Ranger was like a weird Deus Ex Machina who like kept appearing out of nowhere, you have to apologize for that movie because at least that one had the presense to at least make some sense. This one, he just throws whatever the horse into whatever situation it needs.
Seriously,
and it gets to do whatever it wants.
It's basically it's Pegasus, an angel Pegasus, but like it doesn't even like have rings that pop up. No, it's just like vague lights that come out of nowhere. It's not even well like visualized.
I think they're just trying to emanate the fact that he must be descended from the stars.
Well, I guess he is, technically.
Yeah.
But, and this movie has, like, the strangest thing where, like, okay, everything happens because, like, of a lens flare. Like this, like, if that lens flare, it was, like, if it made it, like, 8 times bigger, and, like, this, like, instantly, like, drew people's attention, no matter where they were looking. It's like,
Damn it, it's another lens flare!
Well, it's J.J. Abrams. That didn't make, like... that wasn't a plot point. That was just a weird director... That was just a weird tick of him as a director.
Oh, and then just everything lighting up.
This has really bland cinematography, or it's just, like, setting. Like, there's a lot of empty space. There's not a lot going on.
How much was it?
This movie's like a $46 million...
Shoot me in the fucking balls! Serious?
Thanks for spinning on me, guy. In this
I'm
movie,
not gonna apologize.
Like, and this is New York, but like this movie takes place in New York. But if you look at the backgrounds, very little is going on. This city's practically deserted. It's basically I, Frankenstein all over again. Even though I, Frankenstein somehow had like a little bit of a bigger budget.
Yeah.
But at least I would take
it better.
Yeah. Oh. I could tell that was CGI, but at least that looks somewhat cohesive in that universe. This one just
made
like
more sense too to have some CG.
At least this bothered to explain like what was going on directly. This one just sort of vaguely mentions the angels and demons, and Colin Firth's like, oh no, Colin Firth's like adopted dad's like, yeah, that's a new name for them.
Apparently, every human has one miracle to give, and whatever once they're done, and they could just like pass on, and like who cares?
And then you become a star in the sky,
and you glow slightly more to the other people. And this movie has a really good cast. I mean, Colin Farrell's good in it. Jessica like Brown Finlay, or like I might got that the last two the other way around. And they tried to sell like that they were interested in each other, and like you almost could believe it if this movie weren't so.
Yeah, okay. See, if you took those two characters and replaced them with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet in Titanic, then it would be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, get like what is it? Rose, even redhead.
Yeah.
Redhead in this movie. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just made a connection.
Wow. That just like reminds me, I have an image. Let's use blood. All right, here's a picture of the back.
This is another part of the movie.
It's back when like he killed the narrator.
Backside of the girl that he's with.
I had a vision. I'm gonna draw it out. Here, give me something to draw with. Oh, we don't have anything to draw with? I'm gonna use the blood of a virgin.
No, it's like the blood of the waiter he just killed, and like it's right there. It's like,
So apparently he knows he's a virgin.
yeah. No, at least, well, actually he is, or something. And then he's like, and then he goes to...
Find me this redhead. I'm like, okay.
What redhead? That's redhead. What woman? What redhead? This redhead! And he's just like,
because that's so specific. There's only, one redhead apparently in
And,
the
like,
whole freaking town.
This whole movie wants you to suspend your disbelief all over the place.
But they haven't established a good reason to. It's just magic exists. It's love. I was literally like banging my head.
I noticed.
It's like
That was like
end.
5 times. That was 5 times right there.
It was like,
yeah, I'm normally like a relaxed guy. I'm not.
It's like she has cancer.
And then it's like, yeah.
No, it's like, they
Stop trying to make the audience sympathize.
or like notice. Oh, that's something that before. Everything's connected. Okay, like there's this running thing about like on the model boat. There's this thing that's packed that said "City of Justice," and like 5 seconds later, "City of Justice." 5 minutes after that, City of Justice. 30 seconds later, City of Justice. And this happens over and over again.
I don't get the point of your City of Justice shit. What is the whole point of this symbolism motif thing?
And I was like, God, I get it. Miracles happen. Even
That
those
doesn't have anything to do with justice.
well, like,
No, it's less about the words itself, and it's more about what it did, which was basically rescue the
Yeah, because
little boy.
he just
It's a
stabs
miracle.
him with that thing in the neck, and
I stabbed you with a
This thing-
little label.
the corner.
I killed a fucking demon with this.
No, but that's because
Well, he's mortal.
oh, he's more
because
that
Russell
point,
Crowe in this movie
he-
his plan makes no sense. Okay, because he wants to kill all the miracles in the world, but that could easily be done just by killing people. And why is he working for Will Smith? And why are they working in a sewer and not like some high rise like he actually is doing? Or like, it's like, why are you so set on killing just Colin Farrell? Why not kill anyone else in the world of like 7 billion people?
because he was.
I don't know. I just want to kill him. I just hate miracles. Miracles suck.
Apparently, in the movie,
That's it. That was.
apparently he was Colin Farrell was taken in by the guy after he like exhibited great,
He was like a master
a
thief.
prodigy in thieving.
He was like a
so
master
he took
thief.
him in, and apparently he was had he not like turned on him or whatever,
he was like,
he was gonna inherit the mafia thing.
It's like he found like ways to like steal from people without causing them like
And he-
major
Well,
bodily
and
harm.
then it was like, no, you gotta have blood. blood.
Gore, blood, whatever.
If you
Red
don't
Bull
have blood,
effect.
it's like not. It's the same thing as not
So
stealing.
the movie writers are probably like, what should we do to make an impact?
Ripple effect.
Yeah, let's use blood. yeah, blood is always a good thing. Well, it connects to the audience, so people fear blood, right? Let's just use that.
And they were like, hold on, I want to get
Hey, cancer sucks too, right? Let's use that.
consumption. What a quick eating. Everyone had it. My sister died of it, and I'm a doctor. So that's how tragic it is. Ah!
I'm an eyeglasses doctor. You know what I'm going to do to make sure you get the right subscription? I'm just gonna use the same lens and just turn it a little bit. I'm not gonna flip it.
Oh, okay,
I'm just gonna turn it.
No, and then she's like,
Hey, I can play the piano.
no, that's
I'm
even
not playing the piano though. I'm not even hitting the right notes.
no. That brings a great scene because like okay, when they first show Beverly in the movie, she's playing the piano, but you don't see her like on a piano, but like she's playing the music. But it's like So like this is her, and the keyboard's like where my hands are, which is down here. It's like da 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 da.
And then when you see the back of her hands are only like being hidden by her body. But then if any of you play music out there, she's hitting the low notes. She's supposed to be hitting the low notes at the end of the piano. At least make an impression that you're hitting the low notes and the high notes, because this is Brahms we're talking about.
Yeah. This movie, again, it has a lot of good people. It has some decent cinematography. It has music from Hans Zimmer in it. And like, the filmmaking in this movie is so shoddy. It's so barren, flat, and obnoxious. And the visual effects are just so subpar.
Overall, this movie is shitty as fuck. No, even though you have the decent pedigree.
You have, again, like Akiva Goldsman. He's like...
Don't watch this!
I'm guessing...
This is our final say. And you know what? We are going to end this right now.
No, I want to mention the princess bread. I forgot that. No, because it's like, okay, because they vacation, he rescues her, and they vacation. And I love how like they got all the way to the north of like... of Virginia or whatever, and like they literally just like ran on the horse like over across a giant frozen lake.
Yep.
After like who knows how long to get to this mansion, and like
review this movie anymore.
And this little girl like. And this little girl, like he takes her, she guides him to like this little greenhouse, and then there's like this princess bread where like she keeps talking about this prophecy where like the one redhead, you like when you kiss her, she will be saved.
No.
Fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
Bye.
Yeah. You meet you at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Just end the movie review whenever you can.
You want to just borrow my phone? Yeah, okay. It'll be okay. But you want to move up, Cory, or you're just comfortable there? Yeah, I'm like...
It's fine.
I don't want to explain the plot in this movie anymore, because it's basically just going to tie to everything else. Hold on, except like the stupid thing about the... Hold on, because like when when Colin Firth, he stabs Russell Crowe with the very tiny edge of the City of Justice. He stabs, it's like, oh, you think he's gonna bleed to death because he's mortal. But no, he just turns to snow! Where'd that come from? Ice. No,
Ice.
Oh, and there's the scene, it's like, okay, when they get up there, like, they're flying on the horse with Jennifer Connelly, who has no questions about it. She's like, goes, ooh, wow, we're flying! And then all of it's like, and she's like, when they get there, it's like, hope they can't track us. Like, I think they can't. You think they can? That's comforting. And then basically on cue, 6 cars come like in unison, in line.
And then he says, "Oh, I guess rules changed."
Yeah, things change.
Oh, casual, you know.
And then the horse comes, and he goes to the horse like, "You know what to do." And then the horse he's like,
I thought he said, "I am assuming you know what to do."
Something like that. And then like, okay, the horse leaves like, "You coward!" And then like, Russell Crowe's like, "You cowardly dog." He's like, "Did you say dog? I can't tell because of your stupid fucking accent." And then all of a sudden, the horse circles back around, goes, "Kame, meteor!" And then
as he's charging down, everyone, goes scrambling to the car.
And he's like, get out of the ice. But they're going towards the ice, technically, because they're trying to get into their cars.
And then, he lands, and at that impact...
It doesn't make like a big
He doesn't even make a crack, it's when he takes off again. No, that's when it cracks.
It doesn't make a big explosion or a shock wave, which is like...
he just lands.
And then... And then... that was the worst effect ever. One of the
He just lands, and then, it doesn't crack, but then when he takes off again, it cracks and destroys them. Everyone's just, falling into the water. And like they're all in their cars.
And like that brings back to some of the cinematography. Like a lot of this movie feels like it's not even shot on like shitty green screen. It's shot on like very static backdrops that they just sort of like copied and pasted from like Photoshop or Google Images or something. This is just.
And he mentioned it before. He's getting beat up by the guy's head or whatever. He's getting headbutted, and he falls into the water. He loses his memory, like what? And he stays with his memory loss for like 100 years, and his appearance doesn't change at Oh,
And
he gets a small beard, a mustache, and then he literally just like shaves.
And his
it
friends
off
like
and
reincarnate
looks the
him.
same exact thing.
Except for his hair is so like, and his existence is so confusing. Yeah, I think like we ran off all the points. This movie's it's pretentious, it's saccharine as shit.
Confusing as hell.
Yes. It's just some of the shoddiest and worst filmmaking I've seen in like recent memory, by far. It's so illogically plotted. It's not convincing. It thinks it's more like genuine and sweet. Is there a line? It's a Valentine's Day at Starbucks, so they have a buy one get one free deal.
I always feel like
we're about to get to the final consensus part.
He's already given it. He's gone.
Want to take my phone so you can? Okay.
No.
But okay. One final point. William Hurt is in this movie, and William Hurt is like in a lot of Akiva Goldsman movie. I don't know how he has a career. He has one of the most monotone voices ever. He's basically Kevin Costner without like any presence or like.
Who is this?
Her father, the guy who like fill it.
I will die with my house because my wife chose every freaking piece of furniture in this house. I will die with this.
I was sink with this ship, boys. It's not a ship. It's a boat. Yeah. And he's like, there's this weird scene which is, I guess, it was supposed to be funny, where he's mispronouncing things like we're the pipets. No, you mean the pipes? No, it's like we pronounce the T's like you do in Flip.
What the hell are you saying, pipet?
Of like Philip.
It was claret.
But like
claret and claret.
Yeah, something like that. But
and fillet and fillet.
It's like,
and then it's like you say the T in wallet, you don't say wallet. So then it logically makes sense. It kind of does, but
yeah, still. I am fucking done with this movie too.
You're sweating, dude.
This movie's atrocious. I thought this is worse than, at least this movie had potential. This was just fucking garbage.
Did you just say this movie had potential?
Yeah, it had like decent people working on it.
Oh, okay, that part.
And
I'm more of a plot person,
I should have known from
this plot.
I should have known from the trailers because I had no idea what was going on in that movie. In those trailers,
you sounded so excited because they had bad reviews.
I was, because I'm part of that guy with
back? Is he back? Oh, he's coming back.
I'm part of that guy with the glasses generation, so I'm used to enjoying bad movies.
Are you fucking done yet?
Yeah,
you should finish it up.
I'm just I'm gonna end with the same way. You want to join in this with me? One last time. Wait, no! I want to do it too. Ready? 3, 2. No!
You can go suck a dick, Winter Sail!
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. Bye! Just
this has been a rant.
Yeah,
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to all. Just don't, whatever you do,
be sad.
Yeah. Honestly, between the choice of seeing this movie again or seeing
RoboCop,
or seeing my ex with her new boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know which is worse. I honestly can't tell.
Real life stuff.
Yes, bring this in. In terms of personal
things. Personal problems are being brought to the surface of this video.
I am sweating. Look at me. I'm glistening.
Okay. Whatever you do, it's Valentine's Day.
Have fun.
Spend it with your loved ones.
Take him to see Lego Movie.
Lego Movie.
We were just
best date night ever.
Hey, Kevin Hart in About Night. I hear that's getting pretty decent reviews. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
See that movie.
Just not this one. Not Winter's Tale.
See RoboCop. Maybe see Endless Love. At least, no, not Endless Love. But see About Night. See RoboCop. See Lego Movie. See anything but this movie.
All right. This has been a Misfit Review.